One of the loudest reactions that we have heard about this game that the San Francisco 49ers just lost to the Vikings has been about Brandon Aiyuk and where is he? The San Francisco 49ers gave him a 4-year, $120 million contract, and people want to see more. They want to see more production. They want to see him getting open or all these things, right? All the narratives that we've been hearing. So I actually wanted to attack that. Is that really true? Is Brandon Ayuk not getting open? Is there a situation that's happening right now where he just isn't doing his part? Is that fact or is that cap? So why not turn to the film? The film, we say it and you hear it all the time. The eye in the sky doesn't lie. So let's take a look at what the eye in the sky is telling us in regards to Brandon Ayuk. Shout out to Kyle Posey, who put together this clip of all these different plays of Brandon Ayuk getting open. And I just wanted to make a little video on it. So obviously, you can see he will be highlighted of all the different plays that he is open. For example, you got a deep in breaking route. He's open here, but obviously Brock Purdy delivers the ball elsewhere. So he is, I would consider that to be Brandon Ayuk open. We've seen Brock and BA connect on those types of routes consistently over their time. Just didn't go to him that particular time. All right. What's the next route looking like? He sits it down right in the zone. He is pretty darn open, but obviously, as you can see, Brock is kind of maneuvering some of the pressure in the pocket. He lets the ball rip and he tries to get this to Debo Samuel. This one actually came up short, but you can see right there, Brandon Ayuk is open as he sits it down in the zone. Here is another route where he not only gets open, but he shakes the defender to the turf with his route. So again, he is creating separation. He is getting open, but he just wasn't being targeted on these particular situations. So I think you're starting to see that Brandon Ayuk still does have the opportunity to get open. He just isn't either the primary in these situations or there are other circumstances that are dictating the ball going elsewhere. For example, on this one, I think he's staring straight at Brandon Ayuk to try to pull this safety over onto Ayuk so he can bang the backside slant to George Kittle. But unfortunately, the safety doesn't bite on Brock trying to manipulate him with his eyes. And so, although Ayuk is open, I don't believe he's the primary route on this. And that's not where it's designed to go. You can see you have a dummy screen at the top right and he's trying to go to Kittle. That's where he's trying to go. So even though Ayuk was open, didn't go to him. On this particular one, Ayuk is also very open. And I'm sure if we just get this catch in bounds, the entire narrative of, him needing to produce and him not, you know, living up to the contract goes away a little bit because he gets a touchdown. And so obviously what we're looking at a missed opportunity. That would have been two touchdowns on the season, one that he dropped, and then one where this ball just carries him a little bit out of bounds. As you can see, there's an underneath defender who's kind of playing in the flat, but it's also taking away the throwing lane of Brock. So he has to kind of float this. A lot of discussion has been made about how the timing, yes, Brock could have got this out a little bit quicker, but I also think he was trying to get that underneath defender to commit to Jawan Jennings in the flat and then throw it. But unfortunately, the combination of waiting and trying to loft the ball up just carries them out of bounds. But that would have been a touchdown on the day. So I think you're starting to get a sense that BA is actually open and he is really open right here. This is one of their staple concepts where it's like a deep uh, kind of rub route almost to kind of get the coverage to pass off. But as a result, I mean, he is as open as he will ever be. About right here, you can see him around the 40-yard line. That is open. But you can see Brock didn't like something here. I think he felt the blitz coming, and so he wanted to get out of that. And he's able to get it to Kyle Juszczyk for a gain as a result. But common theme: Brandon Aiyuk is open. Here's another one. This is another pass that they hit with regularity. Again, deep in breaking route over the middle. Um, it turns into a sack, but that just is due to kind of being overwhelmed by the pressure. But if Brock has a little bit more time to throw, he'll let that thing rip. We've seen him do it multiple times before, but unfortunately, just doesn't work here. Here we have some more. We've seen BA hit on a pass like this with lesser separation where it's just like a little hook route, uh, but the ball doesn't go to him. But that is open, especially if you put that in a spot where he can work back towards the ball. That's enough separation and that's enough ability to be open and create right there. Um, Here you have again him navigating underneath defender, but still look at the hole that once he clears that underneath defender, he is wide open. He doesn't have a defender within 5 yards of him, but the ball goes to kind of the more singled up coverage to Debo Samuel. Debo makes a phenomenal catch. And as you can see, obviously, that underneath defender takes away the quick ability to hit that route. So Brock goes to the other side. The theme again is we hear all the time, or at least we've heard since this game, is that, oh, Brandon Ayuk's not getting open. He's not getting open. He's not getting separation. And it is got to be contextualized into that, hey, listen, he might be open, but he's not getting the ball thrown to him in certain instances, and there's reasons why, but that doesn't mean he's not getting open. Like this, he's able to create separation. He gets the DB all twisted up. Obviously, you have this throw locked in with anticipation towards the sidelines. That's probably a very catchable situation considering the separation generated by the DB at the top of the screen. You know, he has opportunities even right here. Turns it around, 5 yards of separation. So the thing obviously is just getting them acclimated, getting them into rhythm and getting them into more of a situation where they can find more opportunities. And obviously, with now CMC being down and Debo Samuel being down, the opportunities are absolutely going to be there because you're going to have Kittle now and Brandon Ayuk as your top targets in the passing game. So I think this is I love that KP put this together. Shout out KP for this video because it really showcases that he is getting open, but necessarily isn't the primary, or Brock isn't looking to him, or the pass protection creates an issue with timing. So when we look at the loss, I think everyone's trying to associate blame to one person or one entity, and this was a team loss. I think it's just that simple. Obviously, people are going to be frustrated and they're going to have their takes and they're going to say what they want. But at the end of the day, when you look at the tape, there's multiple reasons why the 49ers lost. It's not just one person. It's not just like, okay, well, Ayuk didn't get that many catches, so he must not be open. Well, he is open, but there's certain nuances and situational football that leads to him not getting the football. So I think as we continue to move forward and with this season, I think it's important to note that what it feels like might not always be what it actually is. And that's why we look at the tape. That's why we do the tape study, and we do these exercises, is to be able to showcase what is really going on. So you guys let me know what you think about this. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, was he more open than maybe you previously thought? Or are you still thinking the same things? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.